Christmas is only a couple of days away. The notion of family is jammed down our throats this time of year. Family is very important, and we all want to be around our family, but more and more Americans are finally discovering that friends are more important than family. Turns out blood is not thicker than water, because blood gives license for people to mistakenly feel free to take liberty with their loved ones, their cousins, their brothers, their sisters, their mothers, fathers, daughters, and sons, because, as the Democrats say to the African Americans in the LGBTQ community, where else are you going to go? Your family. You'll take it. You'll take it, and you'll shut up about it. But Americans have discovered there are alternatives to family. There are friends. Because you can pick friends. And you can pick members of your family who are your friends, who are your allies, who don't question. They just accept you as is. Stop asking questions. Stop asking questions of your friends. Accept them as they are. It's okay to ask questions as long as they're superficial. But don't ask questions that cross a boundary. That is the definition of what class is. Class isn't where you're from, how you were raised, or your socioeconomic strata. Class is measuring every word, every question, so it doesn't make the person you're talking to uncomfortable. That's what class is. Do you have class? Do you ask questions that are inappropriate, that might make somebody feel uncomfortable? As I said, it's good to ask questions, but they need to be superficial. They need to be questions that make the recipient engaged, that make the person you're asking those questions of to want to answer them. For the LGBTQ community, this can be a simultaneously painful and joyful time of year. But it doesn't have to be painful. It's an opportunity to make it even more joyous, because joy, in the end, only comes from relieving the pain and discomfort in others. Now, Barack Obama isn't Jesus. My mother thinks he is, but he's not Jesus. Maybe Michelle, but Barack Obama is not the Messiah. Compared to Trump, maybe, but he's Barack Obama. Go watch that video of our 45th president walking through a children's hospital and giving out hugs. If you don't think his hugs heal, if you don't think your hugs heal, then you're spending way too much time on social media. Then again, I saw the video on social media, and it did make me feel good. Damn you, Facebook. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez becomes Congresswoman AOC on January 3rd. She's not yet 30, and she's taking time right now, she says, for some self-care. Self-care, which is being ridiculed by the people looking for any reason to ridicule AOC. AOC is scaring a lot of people right now, which explains why her shoes, her self-care, her socialism remain under microscopic scrutiny, because she is a threat to everyone who isn't a white male baby boomer, anyone who still buys into the myth that America is a land of opportunity. All you have to do is be willing to work for it. They're gunning for AOC, especially Steny Hoyer and Nancy Pelosi. Let me return to the LGBTQ community. Being alone this time of year can be dangerous. Some of us are not just alone for Christmas. Some of us are alone all year long. So, self-care. Turns out self-care often can be taking care of others. Not always, but it sure looks like Barack Obama was taking care of himself when he walked into that hospital. One of the things I try to remind myself as I combat my addiction to social media is that humans are social animals. Real social animals, not digital social animals. We are in search of a community, not a community that exists in the ether, but an actual community with human contact. Ostracization is a cursed life. In fact, parenting is all about ostracization. You socialize a child not by hitting or yelling, but through ostracizing. My generation of parents, the baby boomers, called it giving a timeout. The ultimate punishment for a child is being made to stand in the corner, to be ostracized, until that child has fully thought about what he or she has done to the equilibrium of the community. And then they're welcomed back into the village. Ostracization. That's how my kids were raised. Okay, a little yelling, but mostly ostracization. And $2 million in psychotherapy later, they've turned out just fine. The LGBTQ community can be, we're seeing less and less of it because of vocal LGBT leadership. We're saying that they can be ostracized, which implies they did something wrong. This time of year for the LGBTQ community can be very, very sad and very dangerous. This time of year is when everybody should reach out to the LGBTQ community and thereby set a tone for the rest of the year.